Today we're going to go over the future tense forms of our 6 main irregular verbs: sum esse, possum posse, volo vele, nolo nole, fero fere, and eo ire. And of course, we already know 2 different ways to form the future tense for our regular verbs, depending on which conjugation they belong to, either first and second, or third, third IO, and fourth. And we're going to add to the rest of our song with the forms of sum esse to help you remember the most important irregular verb of all. So far, bo, bis bit, bimus bitis, bunt, first and second future tense, third and fourth, go ace et, amus, atis, and ends. And let's talk about those forms of sum esse to be in the future. Just like it is incredibly irregular in the present tense and it is irregular in the imperfect tense, sum esse is one of those verbs that is irregular in the future tense, and these forms need to just be memorized. Instead of using a base of su or es or even era like the imperfect tense, the future tense of sum esse uses ero, eris, erit, eremus, eritis, and erunt. For the most part, you're going to use an eri form, but just like bo, bis, bit, bimus, bitis, and bunt, we have the o in the first person and the u in the third person plural. And ero, eris, erit, eremus, eritis, erunt translates to I will, you will, he will, we will, you all will, they will. Go ahead and pause the video so that you can record these endings in your irregular foldable. With the totality of our future tense song, bo, bis bit, bimus bitis, bunt, first and second future tense, third and fourth, go ace et, amus, atis, and end, ero, eris, erit will be, eremus, eritis, erunt, erunt, so we can rhyme with bunt, and that brings us back to bo, bis bit, bimus bitis, bunt. I won't sing all of it to Skippily, but of course this song will get stuck in your head and you can continue singing it until the end of time if you choose to. With this song, you know how to conjugate verbs in the first and second conjugation, how to conjugate verbs in the third and fourth, and then finally all forms of that all-important verb to be sum esse in the future tense. If you know this one song, you know how to conjugate just about every verb in Latin. But what about those other irregular verbs? We have 5 more. Now, good news, possum posse acts just like it should by copying the forms of sum esse and then just adding either a pos or a pot to it. Because all of our forms of sum esse in the future tense start with an e, we're going to add the pot option. So we have potero, poteris, poteret, poteremus, poteritis, poterunt. I will be able, you will be able, he, she, it will be able, we will be able, you all will be able, they will be able. So once again, it's just the forms of sum esse plus a pot. Go ahead and pause the video so you can write these forms down in your irregular verbs foldable. We have a total of 4 other irregular verbs. When we talked about volo and nolo, to wish or to not wish before, they followed a pretty similar pattern where nolo copied volo in a lot of its forms. They're going to do a similar thing in the future tense. Something odd about both of these verbs is that they both pretend to be third conjugation. They're going to use the ace, et, amus, atis, and endings. So we have volam, voles, volet, volemus, voletis, volent. I will wish, you will wish, he, she, it will wish, we will wish, you all will wish, and they will wish. And conversely, nolo, to not wish, all we need to do is change out this V of volo into an N. So we're left with nolam, noles, nolet, nolemus, noletis, nolent. I will not wish, you will not wish, he, she, it will not wish, we will not wish, you all will not wish, they will not wish. Go ahead and pause the video so you can get the forms of volo and nolo into your irregular verbs foldable. Finally, we have our last two main irregular verbs for year 2, fero and eo. Much like volo and nolo, fero is also going to pretend to be a third conjugation verb, and it's going to use the ace, et endings. Feram, feres, feret, feremus, feretis, ferent. I will bring, you will bring, he, she, it will bring, we will bring, you all will bring, they will bring. Eo ire, on the other hand, even though this is a fourth conjugation verb and it should use the ace, et endings, it is irregular and it's going to choose to use the first and second conjugation verb endings, the bo, bis, bit endings. So we're actually left with ibo, ibis, ibit, ibimus, ibitis, ibunt. I will go, you will go, he, she, it will go, we will go, you all will go, they will go. Go ahead and pause the video so you can get these forms into your irregular verbs foldable and take the short Google Forms quiz to see if you can recognize the forms of your irregular verbs in the future tense. Walete discipuli.